Bere'shiyth, Genesis chapter 23. And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah. And Sarah died in Kiryat Arba, the same is in Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. And Abraham stood up from before his dead and spoke unto the sons of Heth, saying,
I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight.
And the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him,
Hear us, my lord. You are a mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres bury your dead. None of us shall withhold from you his sepulchre, but that you may bury your dead.
And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he communed with them, saying,
If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and entreat from me to Ephron the son of Zohar, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he has, which is in the end of his field. For as much money as it is worth he shall give it me, for a possession of a burying place amongst you.
And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth. And Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even all that went in the gate of his city, saying,
Nay, my lord, hear me. The field I give you, and the cave that is therein I give it you. In the presence of the sons of my people give I it you. Bury your dead.
And Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land. And he spoke unto Ephron in the audience of the people of the land, saying,
But if you will give it, I pray you, hear me. I will give you money for the field. Take it of me, and I will bury my dead there.
And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him,
My lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that betwixt me and you? Bury therefore your dead.
And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron. And Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field and the cave which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure unto Abraham for a possession in the presence of the children of Heth, before all that went in at the gate of his city. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his woman in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre, the same as Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And the field and the cave that is therein were made sure unto Abraham for a possession of a burying place by the sons of Heth. Bere'shiyth, Genesis chapter 24. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and Yahweh had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had,
Put, I pray you, your hand under my thigh, and I will make you swear by Yahweh, the Elohai of heaven and the Elohai of the earth, that you shall not take a woman unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanim, among whom I dwell. But you shall go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a woman unto my son Yitzhak.
And the servant said unto him,
Perchance the woman will not be willing to follow me unto this land. Must I needs bring your son again unto the land from whence you came?
And Abraham said unto him,
Beware that you bring not my son thither again. Yahuwah Elohai of heaven, which took me from my father's house, and from the land of my kindred, and which spoke unto me, and that swore unto me, saying, Unto your seed will I give this land. He shall send his angel before you, and you shall take a woman unto my son from thence. And if the woman will not be willing to follow you, then you shall be clear from this my oath. Only bring not my son thither again.
And the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master, and swore to him concerning that matter. And the servant took 10 camels of the camels of his master, and departed, for all the goods of his master were in his hand. And he arose and went to Aram Naharaim, unto the city of Nahor. And he made his camels to kneel down without the city by a well of water at the time of the evening, even the time that women go out to draw water. And he said,
O Yahuwah Elohai of my master Avraham, I pray you, send me good speed this day, and show kindness unto my master Avraham. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of the men of the city come out to draw water. And let it come to pass, that the damsel to whom I shall say, Let down your pitcher, I pray you, that I may drink. And she shall say, Drink, and I will give your camels drink also. Let the same be she that you have appointed for your servant Yitzhak. And thereby shall I know that you have showed kindness unto my master.
And it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Ribkah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the woman of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher, and came up. And the servant ran to meet her and said,
Let me, I pray you, drink a little water of your pitcher.
And she said,
Drink, my lord.
And she hastened, and let down her pitcher upon her hand, and gave him drink. And when she had done giving him drink, she said,
I will draw water for your camels also, until they have done drinking.
And she hastened, and emptied her pitcher into the trough, and ran again unto the well to draw water, and drew for all his camels. And the man, wondering at her, held his peace, to wit whether Yahweh had made his journey prosperous or not. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of 1/2 shekel weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weight of gold, and said,
Whose daughter are you? Tell me, I pray you, is there room in your father's house for us to lodge in?
And she said unto him,
I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, which she bore unto Nahor.
And she said moreover unto him,
We have both straw and provender enough, and room to lodge in.
And the man bowed down his head and worshipped Yahweh. And he said,
Blessed be Yahuwah Elohai of my master Avraham, who has not left destitute my master of his mercy and his truth. I, being in the way, Yahuwah led me to the house of my master's brethren.
And the damsel ran and told them of her mother's house of these things. And Ribkah had a brother, and his name was Laban. And Laban ran unto the man, unto the well. And it came to pass, when he saw the earring and the bracelets upon his sister's hands, and when he heard the words of Ribkah his sister, saying,
Thus spoke the man unto me.
that he came unto the man, and behold, he stood by the camels at the well. And he said,
Come in, you blessed of Yahuwah. Wherefore stand you without? For I have prepared the house and room for the camels.
And the man came into the house, and he ungirded his camels, and gave straw and provender for the camels, and water to wash his feet, and the men's feet that were with him. And there was set meat before him to eat, but he said,
I will not eat until I have told my errand.
And he said,
Speak on.
And he said,
I am Avraham's servant, and Yahuwah has blessed my master greatly, and he has become great. And he has given him flocks and herds, and silver and gold, and menservants and maidservants, and camels and asses. And Sarah, my master's woman, bore a son to my master when she was old, and unto him has he given all that he has. And my master made me swear, saying, You shall not take a woman to my son of the daughters of the Canaanim, in whose land I dwell, but you shall go unto my father's house, and to my kindred, and take a woman unto my son. And I said unto my master, Perchance the woman will not follow me. And he said unto me, Yahuwah, before whom I walk, will send his angel with you, and prosper your way. And you shall take a woman for my son of my kindred, and of my father's house. Then shall you be clear from this my oath, when you come to my kindred, and if they give not you one, you shall be clear from my oath. And I came this day unto the well, and said, O Yahuwah Elohai, of my master Avraham, if now you do prosper my way which I go, behold, I stand by the well of water. And it shall come to pass, that when the virgin comes forth to draw water, and I say to her, Give me, I pray you, a little water of your pitcher to drink. And she say to me, Both drink you, and I will also draw for your camels. Let the same be the woman whom Yahuwah has appointed out for my master's son. And before I had done speaking in my heart, behold, Rivkah came forth with her pitcher on her shoulder. And she went down unto the well, and drew water. And I said unto her, Let me drink, I pray you. And she made haste, and let down her pitcher from her shoulder, and said, Drink, and I will give your camels drink also. So I drank, and she made the camels drink also. And I asked her and said, Whose daughter are you? And she said, The daughter of Bethuel, Nahor's son, whom Milcah bore unto him. And I put the earring upon her face, and the bracelets upon her hands. And I bowed down my head and worshipped Yahuwah, and blessed Yahuwah Elohai of my master Avraham, which had led me in the right way to take my master's brother's daughter unto his son. And now, if ye will deal kindly and truly with my master, tell me, and if not, tell me, that I may turn to the right hand or to the left.
Then Laban and Bethuel answered and said,
The thing proceeds from Yahuwah. We cannot speak unto you bad or good.
Behold, Rivkah is before you. Take her and go, and let her be your master's son's woman, as Yahuwah has spoken.
And it came to pass that when Abraham's servant heard their words, he worshipped Yahweh, bowing himself to the earth. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Ribkah. And he gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. And they did eat and drink, and the men that were with him, and tarried all night. And they rose up in the morning, and he said,
Send me away unto my master.
And her brother and her mother said,
Let the damsel abide with us a few days, at the least 10.
After that she shall go.
And he said unto them,
Hinder me not, seeing Yahuwah has prospered my way. Send me away, that I may go to my master.
And they said,
We will call the damsel and inquire at her mouth.
And they called Ribkah and said unto her,
Will you go with this man?
And she said,
I will go.
And they sent away Ribkah their sister, and her nurse, and Abraham's servant, and his men. And they blessed Ribkah, and said unto her,
You are our sister. Be the mother of thousands of millions, and let your seed possess the gate of those which hate them.
And Ribkah arose, and her damsels, and they rode upon the camels, and followed the man. And the servant took Ribkah, and went his way. And Yitzchak came from the way of the well of Bere'shiyth, for he dwelt in the country of the Negeb. And Yitzchak went out to meditate in the field in the evening, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Ribkah lifted her eyes, and when she saw Yitzchak, she lighted off the camel. For she had said unto the servant,
What man is this that walks in the field to meet us?
and the servant had said,
It is my master.
Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Yitzchak all the things that he had done. And Yitzchak brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rivkah, and she became his woman, and he loved her. And Yitzchak was comforted after his mother's death. Bere'shiyth, Genesis chapter 25. And again Abraham took a woman, and her name was Keturah. And she bore him Zimran, and Yokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Yishbak, and Shuach. And Yokshan begot Sheba, and Dedan. And the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, and Letushim, and Leumim. And the sons of Midian, Ephah, and Epher, and Chanok, and Abidah, and Eldaah. These were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Yitzchak, but unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts, and sent them away from Yitzchak his son, while he yet lived, eastward into the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, 160 years. Then Abraham gave up his ruach, and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons Yitzchak and Yishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar, the Hittite, which is before Mamre. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth, there was Abraham buried, and Sarah his woman. And it came to pass, after the death of Abraham, that Elohim blessed his son Yitzchak, and Yitzchak dwelt by the well Be'er Lahai-roi. Now these are the generations of Yishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar, the Mitzrayim, Sarah's handmaid, bore unto Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Yishmael, by their names, according to their generations. The firstborn of Yishmael, Nebaioth, and Kedar, and Adbeel, and Mibsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Masaah, Hadar, and Tima, Yetur, Naphish, and Kedema. These are the sons of Yishmael, and these are their names, by their towns and by their castles, 12 princes according to their nations. And these are the years of the life of Yishmael, 137 years. And he gave up his ruach and died, and was gathered unto his people. And they dwelt from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Mitzrayim, as you go toward Ashura. And he died in the presence of all his brethren.